Going good, man. We was off today, man, but I had to handle a couple things, man. But you know, uh, uh, I'm really thinking about taking this trip, dog, to the MGM, man. I mean, I really am, man. I mean, what can I
Carter, you
lose,
live
man?
you live once, bro. Do what you got to do, man.
That's
Shit,
what I'm
you need, you
saying.
need, to, you need to get your ass down here. Get your ass down here at some point this year and check out Dallas Fort Worth. It'll trip you the fuck out.
Oh, Fort Worth would trip me the fuck out.
Yeah, it's such a big area, man. Like literally, that's all you fucking run into is construction, bro. So that,
Oh yeah.
hey, it don't stop, man. Especially like roads here.
Uh
It's
huh.
always we always expanding roads, man. Always building
What?
new road. That's hey, since I've been a small child, that's all they fucking do. Roads guaranteed, buildings guaranteed, housing is guaranteed. The,
Yeah.
the housing,
Trey
the
X,
housing.
what's up, bro?
What's
Yeah,
up, Trey?
yeah. What's the
You
deal
can
with
ask Trey.
Oh, Trey X, you live in Texas too, don't you?
He used to
you? Yeah,
live out here.
yeah.
Oh, what's up with Fort Worth, Trey X?
I don't really know a lot about Fort Worth, man. I used to live in Dallas.
It's the same as Dallas, as far as building and construction and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey. When you say Dallas Fort Worth, it's pretty much the same fucking place. It's just
Oh,
that it's 30. The cities, the downtowns are 30 miles apart, but it's kind of like Minneapolis and St. Paul or Baltimore, D.C. Kind of that, but kind of not, but not as far.
yo, so what's up, everybody? Welcome to Corey Lee's Boxing, man. We got World Breaker fighting on the channel today, man, and we got Trey X. He's back, y'all. He's back. My
Yeah,
evil twin is back.
yeah. I had to come set them straight for y'all.
Yo, and the Houston Rockets are playing tonight, dog. So we lit tonight, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, H Town, dog. So yeah, man. Shout out Alex Santos in the chat, man. So yeah, man. I want to get on, man. Jarret Hurd dares Kell Brook to jump in the ring with him, man. I mean, wow, man. I cannot wait for this mega showdown to go down,
You
man.
can't
I
wait
mean,
to see your boy get beat down, man.
nah, nah, here we go with this shit again, man. God
Bro,
damn.
I thought
Didn't
you
I tell
liked
you
Kell
last
Brook.
time?
I thought you liked Kell Brook, man.
Yeah, I do like Kell Brook, man. I think he's a really good fighter.
Well, why you want to see him get the hell beat out of him then, Corey?
Nah, man. Nah, man. He ain't gonna get that. Nah, man. He gonna be doing the beating, man. I'm telling you. He gonna put my personal opinion, man, with Kell Brook and Jarret Hurd. Those are the styles clash, man. You gotta rock 'em, sock 'em, type robot with Jarret Hurd, and then you got a supreme superior boxer with Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? On the cusp of a level boxer, man.
Well, why the hell did he get his ass whooped when he fought Spence then?
Yeah, you said what happened
I
now?
said, why did he get his ass whooped when he fought Spence then, since he A level?
I mean, see, this is what happens, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This is what happens when Spence, man. He got his eye sock broken about 6 months before that with Triple G. He got the other side broken when he fought Earl Spence, man. So he got both of those fixed now. He's good to go now. And my personal opinion is, man, I think that Kell Brook is back, man. I mean, he put on a whooping with both of his eyes, fixed with Robinchenko. He did a 6 round, I think it was a 6 round knockout. And no, matter of fact, it was about a 3 round knockout. And I mean, to be honest with you, he looked really good in that fight, man. I think Kell Brook's back, man. I truly do. I truly, truly do. I think Kell Brook's back, man. World Breaker, man. How you feeling about Jarret Hurd, Kell Brook, man? How you feeling, dog?
This is the thing. Kell Brook has he has medieval night eyes. He has a visor built into his skin with those metal plates. And I think Kell Brook has the potential to beat Jarret Hurd, but Jarret Hurd work rate is astonishing, and so I think that work rate may go into play. You know, this guy's probably at least throwing 100 punches or more around, and I don't think Kell Brook works at that rate during the round. So it would be interesting to see how each other's styles could Kell Brook neutralize Jarret Hurd's work rate. Because it doesn't seem that Hurd hits very hard, but again, this might be a guy who prefers activity over power shots. So if Hurd actually sits on his shots, what happens then? That's what I kind of see. But you know, let's see what Kell Brook looks like at 54. I know he's had one fight. I haven't seen that, and it was kind of an easy fight. So from what I hear.
All right, but look at this though.
Brian David, what's up, man?
Kell Brook is 5'9" with a 69-inch reach. Jarret Hurd is 6'1" with a 76.5-inch reach.
He doesn't use his reach though, Trey X. He doesn't use his reach, dog. You don't even know what you're talking about, dog.
He's the bigger man. That motherfucker gonna smash them titanium plates in his fucking brain. He gonna do that motherfucker like Saddam Ali.
What?
Yeah, you gonna beat the hell out of
What?
Gonna beat the hell out of Kell Brook. What?
Yo, this dude Trey X off the chain, dog. Yo, Trey X. This is how you come back on the show, man.
Hey, shit, I ain't gonna never change.
No, but I mean, my personal opinion, man, you know, I mean, Trey X got a good point, man. But, you know, I really, truly think, man, I think Kell Brook's back. I mean, I like what I seen out of him against the Romachenko fight, man. And, you know, I think, you know, if it wasn't for the eye situation, man, I think he beats Triple G and I think he beats Earl Spence. But like I said, man, we will never know because, you know, his eye messed up, man. It did not hold up. I think this is from this point forward, I think Kell Brook should, you know, really, really start diligently, you know, having great camps, being injury free. And I think if he does that, you'll see success from Kell Brook. I mean, because if Kell Brook can stay injury free, I think we got a world-class level, elite level fighter, you know, in Kell Brook, man. I personally believe that and I personally back that. You know, and I think that, you know, go ahead, man.
It's just like I said. I keep telling you, bro. When the British come and fight, hey, Errol went over there and he lost to him. He lost to an American. It doesn't matter that one eye socket was broke. He broke the other one. He had 9 months to heal. Errol Spence had a 9-month layoff. It was conducive for Brook to win. Sorry about that.
Man, let me tell you something, man. To be my personal opinion, man, you know, listen, man. I think Kell Brook, I think Kell Brook has respectable power at 154. I think he keeps you honest at 154. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about, you know, him knocking guys completely out like, you know, like a Jamar Charlo or Jamel Charlo. I don't know if Kell Brook can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. You already picked Kell Brook to beat Jamel Charlo. Let's keep it all the way trill. Let's keep it trill, Corey.
I'm keeping it trill, though, but I'm being honest, though, man. But I'm being honest, but I didn't say by knockout. I mean, you got to understand, just because you beat a guy, you know, that doesn't mean you're going to get a knockout every time, man. And these are elite level fighters, man. We're not talking about Joe Schmo across the street that used to box, you know, back in his heyday. We're talking about elite level athletes that are on an elite level, man. And my personal opinion is if Jamel Charlo, the 154-pound Charlo, fights Kell Brook, I think it'll be an entertaining fight. You know, but my personal opinion is I think that Kell Brook will actually eventually get him, you know.
You don't believe that.
It's good to have belief.
Hey, I see my baby Larissa saying hi to me in the chat and shit. Hey,
hey, this dude, guys.
Daddy's back. Yeah.
Yo, what you was saying, World Breaker?
Hey, you know, it's great to have belief. You know,
Lone Wolf, what's good, Lone Wolf?
Some motherfuckers believe in the Jedi. Some people believe that pigs fly. Shit. Some people believe Kell Brook
that like button.
shit.
You said some people, so that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you, and I'm trying to tell Trey X, man. I mean, my personal opinion, Kell Brook is not to be fucked with from this point on in his career, man. I think that he's truly back. I've backed him since before the Robochenko fight, man. I thought he was back. He pretty much showed me in that Robochenko fight everything that I thought he was gonna do. I thought he was gonna be precise. I thought he was gonna be impactful, and I thought he was gonna secure the win, man. And he not only secured the win, he blasted Robochenko out of there, man.
Has Robochenko fought in America?
Beast, man. He's a beast.
Has Robochenko fought in America?
Weak, Corey.
Yo, what?
Robochenko is weak. You know that, bro. Keep it in context, bro.
But I'm being honest, man. I mean, Robochenko was his opponent, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being honest, man. I mean,
weak, bro. He was still weak.
I mean, you know,
Kell Brook was a 50-1 favorite. Let's keep it in context.
I mean, I'm being honest, man. I mean, you know, with that being said, man, I mean, you know, Robochenko, you know, I mean, I know what you're going to say. You're going to be like, you know, well, why didn't Kell Brook fight somebody else? Well, first of all, this was a fight to see if he were to keep boxing in the first place. Because let's be honest, man, if Robochenko beat him, you know, there would be no more Kell Brook, I think. I think he should hang him up. And that's the same thing I told y'all about, you know, David Haye, man. If David Haye loses to Tony Bellew, he's got to hang him up, man. It was a foregone conclusion. He lost to Tony Bellew in devastating fashion. And with that being said, man, he's got to hang him up. Now, mind you,
that was another one of your fighters. Now you got one down, one more to go.
Yeah.
That motherfucker fight Hurd.
Yeah.
David Haye lost to a living, breathing Earl Campbell sausage, man.
Yeah.
Trey know what I'm talking about with them Earl Campbells, man.
Oh, man.
Earl Campbell in Texas, man.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Robochenko, I mean, to be honest with y'all, man, I'm being completely honest with y'all, man. Robochenko was one of those type of fighters. I mean, you know, he lost to, you know, the Tony Harrisons of the world, and he lost to Anthony Modine with a split decision. But I mean, to be honest with you, he was a reputable opponent. You know what I'm saying? He was a reputable opponent.
50-1 underdog.
I mean, I don't go on what Vegas says. I can't go on what Vegas says. I mean, welcome everybody to the chat. Smash that like button. Trey X is back.
Smash the like button, please.
The bad man is back, and I'm here to teach him. All right, he'll learn and he'll go back to other shows and tell them what I taught him. All right, so with that being said,
Corey is teaching everybody what's going on in the day in the boxing world. Lord.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is one of his brothers already been knocked off, and he got one more to go. That motherfucker out of there. Let's get it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, everybody in the chat, man. Do you guys think that Kell Brook can be, you know, can be an elite fighter again, man? Do you think that Kell Brook can be on that top level? I mean, jokes aside, y'all, World Breaker and Trey X, man. I want to know y'all opinion, man. Do y'all personally think, you know, I mean, not being biased, jokes aside, do y'all think he can be at an elite class again, man? I'm being honest.
Honestly, if he develops some bob and weave game where he's not getting touched in the face too much, anything's possible. You know, adding dimensions to yourself as a boxer, that's almost a lost art. A lot of people don't do it. So, because he has a susceptible part of his body, he's going to have to learn how to fight differently if he's to continue. And so, if he has a stellar bob and weave game, great head movement, maybe change up his defensive stance a little bit to protect his eyes a little bit more, he may be able to salvage his career.
Finkley. Shout out Ronald Finkley, Ahmed, and hop in the chat. Everybody in the chat, smash that like button. So what are you feeling, Trey X? I mean, what the question is, Ronald Finkley, if you just now joining the chat, man, and for everybody in the chat, does Kell Brook have it in him left to be on that elite level and, you know, be able to win a belt at 154 again? Because let's be honest, man, it did look good with Saddam Ali, but let's be honest, man, Hami Mangia ain't no easy out for anybody. I mean, I'm just being honest.
We don't know that yet.
So can Kell be elite? Hell no.
Oh no!
Not at this division, bro. His chance to get a belt just left with Saddam Ali. He just lost. So look,
real talk.
Bro, let me answer the question. You just had your time. Let me get mine. So look.
Okay, I couldn't hear. I'm going in and out. My bad.
Go ahead, World Breaker. I mean, go ahead, Trex. Yeah, then you can go World Breaker.
Yeah, so looking at the competition, I mean, like I just told y'all, Kell Brook, 5'9", 69-inch reach. This motherfucker got Hurd, 6'1", 76.5-inch reach. He got Charlo, 5'11", 73-inch reach, and he the smaller one. Munguia, 6 foot tall, same size as Jamal Charlo. I didn't find his reach, but I know it's probably about 74
Yeah,
inches
it's pretty up there.
I mean, these dudes are too big for Kell Brook, bro. His best weight was welterweight. He cannot beat them top dudes at this weight. He's too small, bro.
Go ahead, World Breaker, man. I don't believe, but go ahead, man.
Okay, this is kind of how I look at it. Jaime Munguia is not proven to me at 54. He beat a subpar welterweight, so it's not a good showing. If he fights Kell Brook is probably a natural 154 guy at this point. Kell Brook probably has the better record on paper. Has the stronger fights. Has more experience. So that experience may come into play against someone like Jaime Munguia, who's been fighting people in Mexico. We don't know who he's fought in Mexico. All we know is he's fought Saddam Ali, who no one considers a top-tier welterweight or middleweight. Just a guy that got lucky and caught Miguel Cotto at the end of his career. So, I can't necessarily discount Kell Brook. The guy was strong at 47. He could be stronger at 54, just be normal. But
look though, you're not taking into consideration who he fighting. Like I boxed at in between 47 and 56 in the amateurs, so I know the difference between a welterweight and a super welterweight, and that shit goes from 5'9" to about 5'11", 6 foot. I agree with what you said. We got to see more from Munguia, but one thing that we cannot argue is his size. That man is huge for this weight class. He looked like he can easily fight at 160, maybe even 168. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at the straight size disadvantage that Kell Brook don't have. I mean, we can't get around that, bro. He's too small.
Yeah, there's exceptions to the rules, and like I said, Munguia looked good in one. We seen Munguia in one fight against a guy that's subpar. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. I'm not taking anything away from Munguia. I just need to see him up against stiffer competition. I mean, he beat Saddam Ali around like he was whooping his ass because he didn't put his toys up. That's how bad he was whooping his ass. So you put him up there against Kell Brook, who has a lot better skill set than Ali. And if he beats the brakes off of him, Then Munguia is proven. If Kell Brook can beat him, then Kell Brook is a hard shot at 54. We don't know till we see it. I see where you're going, Trey, but at the same time I'm trying to look at it as practically and open-minded as possible because I don't know. I honestly don't know.
And we can agree though that Kell Brook is significantly smaller than his competition, though, right?
Yeah, I can say that he's shorter. I can definitely say that he's shorter.
He's small. He's shorter, but I don't know about size. I don't know about that size.
But hold up. This man just came up from 47. Neither one.
He was the biggest 47-pounder at that division.
But look, Munguia debuted at 147 when he was 16 years old. This man is not this. Charlo ain't never fought at 47. Hurd ain't never fought at 47. These are people fighting at 54, and that's gonna move on to 60 and perhaps 68. They are significantly bigger than this man. It ain't. That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm not disputing it.
But Chad, what you gotta understand is, let me read some of the chats. Box Rant Britain says Brook is only once in a Amir Khan payday, then he will retire. He's a joke, and I hope Hurd smashes him into retirement. Hobbs says what Trey X said was good enough to hit the like button. Done. Alex Santos says,
read my shit with your chest.
Yeah.
Don't try to skip over my shit. Read my shit the way it's supposed to be read.
Hobbs said that Trey X was good enough to hit the like button. Hey, he liked that shit, man. Look, Trey X love it, man. Look at him, y'all. He loves it, y'all. Check him out. Look at him. He loves it, man. All right, man. With that being said, man, Alex Santos says Kell is taller than Canelo and the same size as Lubin. That's a great point, Alex. Hobbs says Kell's high point was the victory over Sean Porter. And then Box Rant Britain says Eddie has, effed up Kell's career. The Box Legend says, did I walk into another Mungia convo? What's up, y'all? What's up, BX Legend? Ronald Finkel says, banging Corey Lee all day on all social media set websites. Thanks, Ronald Finkel, man. I really appreciate it. As a true fan, man. Hobbs says Jamie McGee entered the ring, not just loose, but downright happy. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he got a Corey Lee. But yeah, like I said, man, my personal opinion about the Kell Brook situation, man, is I think out of all the contenders at 54, which you got you got Hurd with 2 of the belts, you got Charlo with the other belt, and then you got McGee with the other belt. So those are all 4 belts right there. One guy has 2. Out of those 4 champions, I mean, it's hard to say, man. It
can't be none of them, can he? Hey, but I feel like Kell Brook could be a good fight with the second tiers, like J-Rock and Lubin. Those would be some damn good fights, bro.
Nah, we ain't going second tier, though. We ain't go. If Kell Brook ain't going elite level, he ain't gonna box no more, though. That's what he said. He said he's going for the champion. Yeah, he said Kell Brook says, I'm not in it just to play along and just, to play second fiddle to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook said that he's coming in there at 154 to get a world champion belt. And to do that, you got to fight the champions. I just named off all the champions, and I think he looks the best against Jarret Hurd. I'm being honest, man. Against Jarret Hurd or McGee. If he can beat a Jarret Hurd or McGee, I think, yeah, he tries of course he gonna try your hand with Charlo if you beat one of those guys. I mean, that's only right. You know what I'm saying? Like World Breaker said, we don't know a lot about McGee. He's young, he's hungry, and that could be another whole threat right there, man. A guy that's young and hungry. We know what Mike Tyson did when he was young and hungry. We know what Canelo did when he was young and hungry. And let's be honest, man, McGee probably ain't in silk sheets every night. McGee ain't, he's hungry. He's in Mexico. He's probably just getting out of the slums. So, I mean, with that being said, man, I think McGee has a bright future if they do it the right way. But if they throw him in there, one of them champions right now, my personal opinion, I think a Charlo, could be too much for McGee right now, man. How do you guys? I mean, we already know about Kell Brook, y'all. We got to see what plans out with the Kell Brook situation. But what do you guys have McGee right now? I mean, where does McGee go right now?
McGee needs 2 tune-up fights before he even entertains fighting any top-tier champions at 54, in my opinion. If he looks spectacular in 1 tune-up, then take the chance. But just to be on the safe side for development's sake, because again, he's 20 years old, 20 or 21 years old. Bring him along slow. To be fair, if he wants to get at him, let him get at him. Sometimes the fuck up is the best learning experience. So
how you feeling about it, Trey X?
I mean, I see the potential in the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he got some underrated skills. But I do want to see him against the second-tier guys first. I want to see him fight like a J-Rock or something. You know what I'm saying? So I can get a little bit more evidence. But I do see the potential in him, though. I just don't know if he can beat the top guys right now. But I think he probably give him a run for their money, though, because he can really punch, bro.
So yeah, so Hurd's pretty much stuck in a rock and a hard place. So pretty much right now, what Hurd has been through is Hurd is daring Kell Brook to fight him next, and McGee is pretty much telling Hurd that he wants him next, and then Charlo's saying that he wants Hurd next. So if you're Jarret Hurd, what the fuck do you do?
For Jarret Hurd, you fight the easiest way that you can, because I don't think Hurd can beat Charlo. I don't think Charlo's going for that pity pat shit. And so, that'll work you over the course of a fight. But I don't think Charlo will allow allow Hurd's game plan to go an entire fight without some type of counter.
So who do you have? So my question to you guys are.
Hold on, let me answer the question too. See, we got to go through this shit every motherfucking time, my brother.
Nah, here you go with that bullshit again, man. Go ahead, man.
But real talk.
What did I say? So you remember what I said?
Yeah, I remember what you said, you dumb motherfucker. But look, I feel like
I feel
come on. We gotta get along.
But look, though. No, but real talk, though.
Hey, this dude, Trey X, I know where he live at, man. Don't keep him in.
No, but for real, though, I feel like I feel like Hurd got a bad matchup with Charlo and Munguia. I got to see more from Munguia, but just looking at a stylistic matchup, I think that's a bad matchup for Hurd because I think he punched harder than Hurd. Like, he dropped Saddam Ali. I know Saddam Ali was a blown-up 140-pounder, but I'm just looking at the type of punch that he dropped him with. He dropped him with a single lead left hook. It's hard to get leverage on that punch. So I know that motherfucker can punch. You know what I'm saying? And Hurd will not be able to walk through that shit. He won't be able to impose his physicality because Munguia just as big as him. He 1 inch shorter than him, and he just as filled out.
He's 2 inches. He's 2 inches shorter.
No, he ain't. He's 6 foot tall. Hurd is 6'1". I stay on box rec. I live.
I thought they had listed at 5'11".
No, they got him at 6 foot on box rec. But that he ain't gonna be able to push his physicality on him. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't have that much of an advantage. And Charlo, bro, he precise with his punches. He hit too hard. I don't think that motherfucker gonna be able to walk through that either. I think he'll get his ass whooped potentially by both of them. So I ain't trying to be rude, World Break. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I think I remember seeing 6 foot from Munguia. I'll go check it out.
I just remember watching on the program. It was they had him at 5'11" on the little screen. Man, you're talking to me, dog. I don't give a shit about any of that.
Hey, but look, this is what I'm saying, man. With the whole Jarret Hurd, man, I really truly think, man, that Jarret Hurd is one of those type of fighters, man, that I think he's got at least 2, he's got a couple big fights left in him, man. But the way he fights, man, how many fights does he have left in him at that elite level, man? At some point, your body breaks down. This guy's taking hellacious punches. What's up?
Hey, young brothers, I got a roll, man. I'm going to catch up with y'all after I get through with my activities. But I hope y'all have a good one. Hey, everybody, check out World Breaker Fighter. I got a new video up called Triple G, DuckTales, a Triple G story. I found the shit hilarious. But I'll let you guys later.
I done watched half of it. I got to go watch the other half.
Cool. I'll let y'all soon, man.
All right, bet.
All right, later, dog. But all right, man, go check out World Breaker, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He gets put out some videos, man. But yeah, man, so Trey X, man, this is what I'm trying to tell you, dog.
You ain't got no choice but to talk to Trey X now, huh? Yeah, I know.
You get the whole show, dog. What's up, man? You feeling that? You feeling that?
Yeah, let's get it.
Nah, I mean, I did think a lot of people was on the show, man, for one time, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get everybody, to talk it when it's like 5, 6 people on your show, man. So, I mean, I feel you what you were saying, though. But yeah, I mean, my personal opinion, man, you know what I'm saying, is I truly think that Hurd only has a couple true fights left in him, Trey X. I mean, god damn, the guy's getting beat the fuck up, man. I mean, he's in tough dog fights every time. I mean, how does a Charlo versus Jarret Hurd showdown go? That shit's gonna be a barn burner.
Well, like this if Hurd fight a motherfucker like Charlo, this is gonna be a different type of opponent because Laura, Harrison, and Trout, all the motherfuckers could fight at 147. I know that Harrison is tall, he's 6'1", but he don't have a lot of girth. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing walking through these small dudes. It's gonna be another thing walking through these powerful motherfuckers at 154. He won't do it, man. They'll knock his ass out. I guarantee it.
Yo, so look, Hobbs says, here's a fight I would love, Corey Lee. He said, but it won't happen. Kell Brook versus Keith Thurman. Alex Santos says, laugh out loud. Hurd is in a tight situation.
Tight.
Hurd will
no. Pussy tight over there, boy. For real.
Hell, nah, it is though, man. Seriously though, man. I mean, on some real shit though, man. You know what I mean? Because I mean, getting back on Hurd, man. Like, you know, and I feel everybody in the chat. Long Wolf says Keith Comet Tom Thurman. He fights the same time as Haley's comment popping up. But look, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all about Jarret Hurd, man. Jarret Hurd's next fight is gonna probably be another dog fight, dog. I mean, let's be honest, man. I mean, he's got to pick from either Magia, Charlo, or either fucking Magia, Charlo, or Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, those are all 3 dog fights, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, who else does he fight if he doesn't fight them, Trey X? Who else does he fight?
I mean, goddamn.
You
bro.
think Lubin can be hurt?
No, I mean the fights for him are
Julian Williams
or
Julian Williams.
Julian Williams will probably do good for a little while, but then Hurd to catch up to him. He's too strong for him too. I just think he'll whoop the shit out of Kell Brook, but he'll have a tough fight with Charlo and Mongia. He'll probably lose both of them.
just fuck Kell Brook, but everybody
gonna
else,
whoop the shit out of him, man.
Everybody else got a chance, but fuck Kell Brook.
He gonna kick him square in his ass. He gonna fly out the ring if he fight Jarret Hurd, bro. Trust me.
Hey man, we gonna see, dog, when it comes fight time, dog. You know, I mean, you know, you hard to find these days. So I mean, hopefully I can find your black ass. You know
bro,
what I mean?
You got me sitting over here listening to Suleiman.
Yeah.
Bro, I got more important shit. I got better shit to do than sit around listening to Suleiman, my brother.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Suleiman,
Suleiman, you got to use that Suleiman in moderation. You know what I'm saying? You can't OD on that Suleiman, bro.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta. That's like drinking liquor, man. You can only have that joint once in a while, man. You can't get drunk every show, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I said, but what I'm trying to say is too, man, about the Adonis Stevenson Badou Jack fight. That's coming up too, man. That's gonna be coming up this weekend, man. How do you break this fight down, man? You got a boxer versus pretty much a puncher, man. It's a classic matchup.
Hey, when I first looked at this fight, I was thinking, Adonis Stevenson, but then I went and looked at the box rec. Adonis Stevenson done fought 9 rounds in 3 years. This man done averaged 3 rounds per year since 2015. And the man is 40. He turned 41 in September. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't fought a 12-round fight since he fought Saki Obika. Shout out to the boxing clinic because I heard that on his video. That's real shit. This motherfucker, Badou Jack, been fighting 12 rounds consistently. He been active. I'm taking the motherfucking Ripper, man. We gonna get it.
You taking Jack the Ripper? Okay,
I'm taking Jack the Ripper, baby. Yeah. Who you got?
Yo, my personal opinion, man, is, I mean, like I said, man, I've said it on another show, man. It's crazy you say Jack the Ripper, man, because we finally disagree, motherfucker. Yeah, because I'm goddamn fucking with the Adonis Superman Stevenson. Yeah. Hey, my personal opinion, man, I think he knocks Badou Jack out. I think he knocks Badou Jack out. Badou Jack's will taste the canvas at some point. If you're fucking Badou Jack, you get knocked out by James No Power DeGale, man. I mean, let's be honest, man.
He got knocked out.
Yeah, he got knocked down by James DeGale.
He knocked his teeth out too.
Hey, man, it was a brutal fight, but I'm just saying.
What happened to Adonis Stevenson when he fought Darnell Boone that had like 16 losses?
Hey, man, what happened to
I know he got knocked out.
What happened to Badou Jack with Derek Edwards though? What's happening, though, dog?
I'm saying, but both of them got knocked out though, bro. You can't hold it against now one of them. You know what I'm saying?
With both of those type of fighters, man, you gotta understand, man. I mean, this shit is gonna be very, very. Alex Santos says, "Do you think Stevenson has passed his prime?" I'll let you go first, Trey X.
Well, on average, man, once you get past the age of 30, your testosterone drops by 1% each year. So he can't be nowhere close to his prime in no fucking 41.
And that's another thing too. I do not think Stevenson is in his prime. I mean, I think he did pass his prime. I think Stevenson did pass his prime. I think that, he's pretty much far away from his prime right now. What I gotta say about Stevenson is I think he's got a lot more fighting to do. But like I said, man, you get old overnight, man, and this might be one of those cases, man, where he gets old, man. I'm personally Corey Lee's boxing Me personally, not everybody on my show, but me personally, I'm picking him to win. I'm picking him to win by knockout. But with that being said, man, I just really truly feel like anything's possible, man.
Yeah, I don't go with the inactivity, man. And it was a similar situation with David Hay. That motherfucker didn't have a lot of activity. He getting older and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not riding with that shit no more. I roll with your punk ass brother, David Hay. I ain't gonna make that mistake again. Ride with them old motherfuckers. I'm picking the youth in the activity.
And Hop says, he says, in my humble opinion, there are two current boxers who are truly elite one-punch knockout power, a fight-ending power. He says, and Adonis Stevenson is one of them. BX Ledger says, hard to tell after the last few fights. Alexander said, Hop laughed out loud, but he only smiled after his victory. Oh, that's what they talking. Hop says, I'll pick Stevenson by KO too. Alexander says, David Hay needs to retire already. Yes, he does, dog. And with that being said, man, I mean, we gotta wait and see, man. I mean, this is gonna be a real big fight. Do you got this fight going a distance though, Trex? The Adonis Stevenson versus Badou Jack. Me personally, I do not. I don't have this fight going a distance, dog. I'm sorry, I don't.
I see Jack winning, so I don't really see Jack knocking him out. So I'm gonna have to say I see it going the distance.
So you got it going the distance?
I mean, that's the only thing. That's the only way I see Jack winning. I don't really see him knocking him out. But I do think Jack gonna beat him though. Just I don't like going with the inactivity, bro.
Hey man, I can definitely feel you on that, dog. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, moving forward, man, I kind of really want to jump into this heavyweight division, man, because like I said, Trey X ain't been on the show in a little while, man. But how you feeling about Dillian White saying he can KO Luis Ortiz in 6 rounds, man? And does he truly want that fight, man? And we all know that Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua are in talks right now, man. But do we see a Dillian White Luis Ortiz next?
Hey, I mean, I hope so, and I kind of don't hope so for Ortiz. I mean, I think it'll be a good fight, but I just know Ortiz coming off that devastating knockout as a 39-year-old man. I just don't know how he's gonna bounce back from that shit. But I just feel like Dillian White should have been jumped on this fight. I don't see why he showed some apprehension in the first place. You know what I'm saying? He in a good position. He got the youth. This motherfucker Ortiz coming off a big knockout. Dillian White riding a little winning streak. What he done won a couple, like 3-4 fights in a row or something like that. I mean, I think Ortiz probably might edge it out, but I think Dillian White can give him a run for his money. I hope we see it.
Timmy Diamonds, what's up, dog? Yo, what's up? But yeah, in my personal opinion is, it says the BX Ledger says Ortiz gives it to White. Wow, man. My personal opinion is I think Luis Ortiz does beat Dillian White, man. I think Dillian White is one of those type of fighters, man, where at first I felt like he was apprehensive of fighting Luis Ortiz. Didn't it sound like that to you?
If you were listening to what I said, you dumb motherfucker,
oh my God, man. This dude. I'm trying to read the chat, then I'm trying to talk to you.
Nah, but for real though, I was wondering why, you know what I'm saying? Because from my understanding, if he beat Ortiz, he gets a shot at Wilder, right?
If he beats Ortiz, he gets a shot at Wilder. We don't know that yet. You know why we don't know that? It's a big possibility he will get that fight if he fights Luis Ortiz, because Luis Ortiz, from what I heard, he still is like top 1 or top 2 in the WBC rankings. And let's be honest, man, if a guy like Bermane Stiverne only fought one person in 2 to 3 years, you know what I'm saying, and he was still number 1 contender. I mean, it's no telling how long Luis Ortiz can stay at that number 1 or number 2 spot at WBC ranking, man, because they don't drop fighters that often, from what I've seen, from what I've personally seen, I mean, let's be honest, man. And that Bermane Stiverne fight with Deontay Wilder, that rematch might have a lot to do with Don King representing him too. Because Don King represented a lot of people. He represented the guy that just fought Triple G. I think that was a big reason why that guy Vanes Rosen fought Triple G, is because Don King represented him, man. Don King has a stable with the WBC, man, and the WBC is a Spanish-owned belt, and let's be honest, it was on Cinco de Mayo, so it just all adds up.
I want to say this, like before the Wilder fight, I would have picked Ortiz like in a landslide, but I just don't know how this man is gonna respond to getting beat up like that. I'm pretty sure that might be, if not the only, at least one of the only times he ever been done like that. I ain't heard nobody call Luis Ortiz King Kong since. That motherfucker Wilder knocked his ass from King Kong in a ding dong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that motherfucker gonna come back the same fighter. That's why I think it's like a 50-50 fight for me right now. Maybe 55-45 for Ortiz, because I do think he better. But I just got to see how he going to bounce back from getting his ass whooped like that.
Yeah, and BX Legend says Dillian White will get embarrassed. Timmy Diamond says White will walk into one of Ortiz's sneaky counter left-hand shots easily. Hop says, I think Anthony Joshua versus Luis Ortiz will be compelling. Alex Santos says, Dillian was reluctant indeed. Dillian White was blaming the WBC for corruption. Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. What's up, John Lawrence? We got everybody in the chat, man. BX Legend says Ortiz lost to Wilder because he's a senior citizen and Wilder's power is different.
So why would you pick a senior citizen to beat White then? That don't make sense to me. That's just me though. If you saying he's a senior citizen.
Hey man, they had it, man. But that's another thing too. He has a good point, man. Why you picking Dillian White to beat us? You're saying that Luis Ortiz will beat Dillian White. I mean, my personal opinion, that's what he's saying. That's what BX Legend is saying. But I think my personal opinion, Trey, is I think Luis Ortiz beats Dillian White too. But I see exactly what you're saying, man. After being brutally knocked out like that and viciously, effed up. I'm being honest, man. He got fucked up on that fight.
He was on
the
ground drooling, man.
I mean, Luis Ortiz got fucked up, man. I mean, that was one of the knockouts that was just a brutal fight all the way around, man. I think Deontay Wilder might have took a little bit out of him as well, man. Because let's be honest, man, the guy Deontay Wilder didn't know probably where the fuck he was at for at least a round. I mean, that shit was looking kind of iffy for him, but he came back like a true champion does. You got to give Deontay Wilder all credit. He came back like a warrior. That's why this sport is so fucking brutal, man. Just imagine if Luis Ortiz won, man. He fuck up the apple cart. He would have fucked up everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you know how fucking Eddie Hearn would have did it. He would have fucking offered, he would have probably offered him a Dillian White fight first, see how that works out. If Dillian White would have hurt Luis Ortiz, then he would have got the fucking, then he would have got the Joshua fight. Because he's like, well, if Dillian White hurt Luis Ortiz, I know what fucking Joshua can do. You know what I'm saying? But my personal opinion is if I think Luis Ortiz would have finished Deontay Wilder in that 7th round, y'all, I don't think Eddie Hearn would have initially put him right in the ring with Deontay Wilder. Do you feel that way?
If Ortiz would have finished Wilder in the ring, he wouldn't have put him in there with Wilder immediately. What the hell are you talking about?
I said he wouldn't have put him in there with Joshua.
No, you didn't, motherfucker. You said Wilder. Now I don't know, man. I don't really think they would want the risk. That's the word they kept on using. They kept on saying Ortiz is a big risk. Why is Wilder taking this risk? So to me, that tells me that they wouldn't want him to fight a motherfucker like Joshua.
Hey, Timmy Diamond says, Corley Boxing, have you done any research on Joe Joyce? Yes, I have, man. I know a little bit about Joe Joyce. He's had an extensive amateur career. He's a silver medalist in the Olympics. I gotta bring it up, man. I know Trey X gonna say something ignorant, but hey, man, he beat, Alexander Usyk beat this shit out of Joe Joyce, man. And that's just my opinion, man. I think Usyk will be very good at heavyweight, man. That's just my personal opinion. Joe Joyce have put on noticeable muscle, man. Have you seen Joe Joyce, Trey X, in the Olympics? And did you follow his career? Because I think that he's put on a lot more muscle since the Olympics. And since his amateur days, man, I think he just looks like he's ripped solid now, man. And like I said, we seen David Haye and we seen David Haye and Tony Bellew. Their physiques did not match, but we see who got the better end of this, the stick. So I mean, just because you big as shit, don't mean you're gonna win every fight, dog. And just because you're ripped, you got a 6-pack and you got big guns, man. Don't mean you're gonna, beat the shit out of your opponent. You know what I'm saying? So. How you feeling about Joe Joyce, though, Trey X? I mean,
I don't really know a lot about him, but I saw him fight that motherfucker Leroy Thomas, and shit, I didn't see nothing that was just super impressive. I mean, I didn't see nothing special, me personally.
Yo, what's up, weed degree? But yeah, like I said, he calling out Jarrell Miller. He's calling out, a lot of different fighters, and I think that that's what he's got to do. He's got to earn his keep, at heavyweight. He fought, I think it was Leonard Williams or Leonard some, but he fought him for the British title, and Sean Porter's dad, Kenny Porter, was representing the guy that Joe Joyce beat, and
And he looked like straight garbage can juice. Let's be 100, bro. He looked like straight garbage.
Yes,
Hot
yes,
garbage.
yes, 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 yes.
You got to keep it in context, my brother.
Take out the trash.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of deals, man, where he just got blasted through. I mean, it was pretty much, just imagine the Saddam Ali versus Magia fight. Half that fight, all of that action ending, in devastating fashion, but half the 4 rounds, because he stopped that dude in 2 rounds, and he beat him from pillar to post in 2 rounds, man. I mean, the British champion, was only British champion, only fought 1 title defense with the British champion, and then he fought the guy Joe Joyce, man. I think Joe Joyce, he's ahead of that British level, man. I think Joe Joyce is on world level, man. What you think, Trey? Actually, think he's on world level?
I gotta see him fight somebody good. I only seen him fight Leroy Thomas, and I can't get that off of that fight because that dude was garbage. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta see him fight somebody good.
Shit. Not listening to Kenny Porter, you wouldn't think he's garbage. You think he'd be the next best thing from sliced bread.
Shit, I got 2 eyes and 20/20 vision though, man. I recognize that shit. That motherfucker was out of there. I could have whooped that motherfucker.
Yo, we degree says Hayes Dunn, Bellew Stevens, Anthony Joshua Pavek, and Wilder Brazil, Dillian White versus Ortiz. Joe Joyce should go with Trezor next. Timmy Diamond says a member of Anthony Joshua's team said Joyce dropped AJ a couple of years back, and it took him a while to recover. Yeah. Hey, look, man, the guy Anthony Joshua's been dropped by goddamn Timbuktu, man. I mean, he's been dropped by every goddamn body in the British heavyweight scene, man. I mean, who has not dropped Anthony Joshua? I mean, I just feel like, man, it's one of those type of deals, man. Sparring is sparring. We all know that, the sparring thing about, Adrian Broner and Errol Spence knocking Adrian Broner till next week. And, I think that's some true to that. And, Errol Spence gave, Floyd Mayweather a black eye, and Floyd Mayweather kicked Errol Spence out of the goddamn gym. And then later he said you can come back after he cooled down. But he initially kicked Errol Spence out of the gym, man. And to be honest with you, man, shit like this goes down in sparring, man. Sometimes they say you're supposed to work on your technique, man. I've seen sparring.
But hold on, but people don't understand that. Like, if you work on technique with your stable mates, if you got somebody coming from another gym or you go into another gym, it's like a real fight. You're going to have people cheering. You're going to have people yelling instructions. It's going to be feeling intense. It ain't no, well, we going to go half speed and work on this. No, if you a visitor or somebody visiting you, you need to whoop their motherfucking ass. That's the way it go in boxing, not just work on shit all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing too, man. Sparring, you got, like Trey said, you got guys coming in there to knock your head off. You got guys trying to come in there and work on shit. You just got 2 different elements, man. And when guys coming in from different gyms, man, they're trying to make a name for themselves.
You got to understand too, though, when you got a fight coming up, so part of your training needs to be like a simulation of a real fight. If you get in there and y'all have a real fight, you're not gonna be on there working on shit. So part of your training needs to be an intense fight type situation.
Yeah, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you gotta do what fits you best, you know what I'm saying, in sparring. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people give Danny Garcia a lot of heat, man, for the fighters he's fighting. They think he's he's a cakewalk at 147 because he's moving up from 140. But I think that Danny Garcia is good, but I think if you pretty much win the fight in the gym. You win the fight in sparring. If you have good sparring, that shit'll translate to the ring. Yeah, I truly think that, and I truly believe that. You know what I'm saying? If you had good sparring partners in the gym that'll push you every day, I think that'll translate to the gym, man. I mean, to the ring. I mean, I really do, man. I think, if you do that the way you're supposed to do it, and y'all don't, fuck around the whole time, and you don't treat him like, treat him out to dinner every time, and you gotta treat your sparring partners right, but I mean, it's got to be a level of competitive right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be honest, man. David Hay rocked Deontay Wilder, but I mean,
Yeah,
after
look how
seeing
long
that,
ago
man,
that was. And Deontay Wilder started fighting when he was like 19, bro. I mean, come on.
yeah, I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. It was only 3 or 4 years ago when he rocked him like that.
3 or 4 years ago, you sure?
I'm positive. But with that being said, I just think that when he rocked him like that, I mean,
Well, you know
I
me, your
still
boy
think.
Trey
I
X pulls receipts, so I'm
but
about to go
look,
check.
but listen, when he does that though, when he rocked him, when David Hay rocked him like that, I mean, I still would probably pick, I think probably pick Deontay Wilder over David Hay, especially after the Bellew fight. But even back then, knowing what I know now and knowing that, David Hay is injury prone and Deontay Wilder fights through injuries, man, you just got to go for what you know, man, and I think that Deontay Wilder is an elite class. I mean, the guy fought with a torn bicep. He's had just some crazy injuries in the ring, and he fought through them, man. So,
Yeah.
But Hobbs says
you got lucky, motherfucker. It was posted 4 years ago. So
hey, so
I don't know if
no,
it
you can't. But
happened
see,
4 years
but
ago,
see
but they
what,
posted it 4 years ago.
is what I'm trying to tell you, man. You can't do that with me. You on my channel now. You know I'm gonna be on my shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't come on my shit.
You gonna be on your bullshit. You gonna be on your bullshit like
shit on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on my shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Hobbs says couldn't believe the what does it says the deterioration of David Hay in that last
bro,
fight.
that wasn't that hard of a word. Spit
Hey,
that
shit
out.
was. Hey man, come on. You said I couldn't believe the deterioration of David Hay in the last fight. He said sad. He couldn't keep smaller Bellew off of him. I mean, that's another thing too, man. Bellew knows how to work that jab. Bellew was a classic, boxer versus a puncher versus David Hay. And that fight was all wrong for David Hay, man. I mean, when I look back on it now, man, I think that you could just say ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. David Hay got beat the fuck up twice, straight up. And I mean, I was the biggest David Hay supporter, but after watching that shit, dog, it's time to go. Sometimes you gotta go, man. And I mean, this boxing game ain't friendly. This boxing game will, kick in your ass and give you nothing back. I mean, let's be honest now. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of fighters out here with brain injuries. We got a lot of fighters out here, that are walking and talking like they weren't before they got into that square circle. So with that being said, man, I think David Hayes got to lead the game now, man. Lead the game while you still got something left, man. Be able to live life. Be able to take vacations. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fucking live. You don't want another. Tony Bellew was light. Just imagine if you got in there with a heavyweight and he did that to you.
Yep.
This dude took it light on you, in my personal opinion, because I think if he was in there with a Wilder, this dude would be in a coma right now.
Hold on, didn't Bellew knock that motherfucker out the ring in the first fight?
Yeah, but that's when he tore his Achilles. But he got back into the ring and he wanted to fight. But that's another thing. David Hay has that warrior mentality where it's like he's gonna keep coming. David Hay is gonna keep coming. Even when he got knocked out in the second fight, he still got up and was like, I want to fight. The referee said, hell no. This is like your fifth time getting knocked down. You're done. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, and I just think, man, the shit is what it is, man, but you just got to call it into a fighter's career, man, and only they can do it, because it's going to be some Joe Schmo promoter that's going to want to promote this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be honest. David Hay can still get almost $1 million for his next fight if he fights Joe Schmo. Let's be honest. He still's got a crowd-pleasing, style, and he still got fans on his side.
Man,
but Trey,
hell no. David Hay ain't getting no $1 million after he just got his ass whooped like that. And the fight before he got stopped, got knocked out the goddamn ring, and he's 37 years old, bro. Cut that out, Corey.
But you be real amazed, dog, what them UK fans will buy, dog. You be real amazed, dog. I'm being honest. We're both in America, so we can't speak on. I'm just being honest. I've studied the way that shit goes out there, dog. You do good promotion, like I said. David Hayes a sellable fight. Like David Hayes on some Adrian Broner shit. I mean, he's sellable. He's sellable. He is sellable. And when you're sellable like that, no matter if you get knocked out of the ring, you come back in the ring.
Yeah, but you can't compare him. You can't compare him to Adrian Broner because Broner ain't been knocked out like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he ain't been stopped before. But you got a point, though,
because in the UK they blow up them little bitty fights and shit. They'll take a sorry fight and make it seem like it's worth something over there.
What's up, Perfection? What's up, Chris Hayes? Yeah. What's up? But yeah, the Johnny Lawrence, stop texting and work. But yeah, I mean, you know, like Trey X said, man, I mean, they gonna pay for it, but I don't want to see it. That's my personal opinion. I do not want to see David Haye back in the ring. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I'm trying to help him out. I'm trying to better his, you know, you got to have life after a boxing career. You know what I'm saying? And I think Trey X, a lot of fighters don't believe that shit, man. I think they just think, you know, they miss that excitement. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine 10,000 people screaming Trey X's name, like, Trey X, you know what I'm saying? And then Trey X get knocked out by Corey Lee. You know, I wouldn't want Trey X to get back in the ring. You know, I would.
You know if Trey X was in that motherfucker, your ass would be stopped in 3. You won't go 3 rounds, Corey.
I would tell Trey X's family, hey, look, I'll look out for him. I'll give him a little bit of my purse. Just keep him out of the ring. All right, he got viciously knocked out. Okay, so keep him out of the ring. I'll look out for him. All right, good job, dog.
Your ass to be on the stretcher talking about Trey X ain't shit.
Oh, you think I'm gonna be still talking shit after I get
You gonna be at the hospital talking that motherfucker can't even punch. Like Spilka. Bring your ass on, Corey, so I can dunk you on your motherfucking head. Hop ain't crazy. You say he rolling with Trey X versus Corey Lee. No offense, Corey.
Oh man, all right, man. That's what's up, though, dog.
I'm at least a 5-1 favorite against Corey, y'all.
Yo, he's a favorite. But yo, don't let the picture fool you. Let the people know how much you weigh, though.
Fuck you, Corey.
Yeah,
I'm about 175, y'all.
Man, I'm about 6 foot 200. Yeah.
That shit still ain't gonna save you. It'll help you with the shock absorption. It'll just take me a little bit longer to knock your ass out. That's all that means.
Yo, Chris Hayes talking about you want to bring drugs into prison. What the hell are y'all talking about in the chat, yo?
Yeah, he trying to put something in his ass crack to take into jail, man. We ain't trying to hear about that shit.
We ain't trying to hear about that, Chris Hayes, man. But yeah, man, I mean, like I said, the end of a fighter's career should just be the end of the fighter's career. They should just go on because not Evander Holyfield, but what's the other guy name? Not Buster Douglas, Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe, man, just listening to this dude. I listened to him like yesterday, an interview he did. Oh man, that shit kind of hurt me, man. That shit is kind of sad, man. To watch Riddick Bowe talk, you know what I'm saying? Have you heard him lately?
Yeah, he sound fucked up just like most old school boxers sound fucked up. They're just part of their job. And look at Larissa over trying to cape for you and shit. I don't give a fuck about no muscles. Muscles don't win damn fight with your casual ass. Stick around and learn about boxing, and you'll see that them muscles don't mean shit when it comes to fighting.
Nah, I mean, it don't, man. You know, it really don't, man. You know, it really, really don't.
Corey know.
Yeah, the muscles, I done seen guys get folded up with the big muscles,
that shit don't mean a goddamn thing. I stain Corey ass up like a bee.
But nah, man, it'd be a lot of guys, man, coming in the chats, man, talking so much shit, dog. They don't even know me, dog. They just be like, yo, like, you know, like one guy said in here, he didn't even know us. And this, I think you was in the joint too, man. He was like, yo, you know, I knock, you know,
he just said he want to spar. He was actually pretty cool though. He wasn't really tripping.
Yeah, he wasn't tripping, but I mean, shit. They called me out on the regular. They called me out on the regular, dog.
They fucking with you because you light skinned, bro. I'm telling you.
You know that, dog. You know,
but don't let that shit fool you. I done seen some light skins dudes get on a motherfucker ass too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you got one of them right here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, like I said, there's a lot of joking go down, man, but a lot of serious shit can go down too, though. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
then they might take your personality, because you cool and you got a happy personality and shit. So they might take that for a weakness though. But I done seen some cool laid back dudes that'll beat your ass too though. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that shit fool you. Like perfection say, don't let this chill get you killed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
oh shit, yo. But yeah, like I said, man, it's all love, man. But like I said, man, that's why I think, that's why I started watching boxing and I started liking boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, dudes ain't even fighting you, dog. Ain't gonna be no fair one. They gonna go to their truck or go to their hip and get their gun and
Well,
bow,
goddamn,
blast you
Corey,
away, dog.
you can't be fucking these dudes' wives and shit. You think
Yo,
you gonna knock a dude wife down and he gonna give you a fair one? You gotta
nah,
quit doing that shit, Corey. Y'all light skinned motherfuckers with the long hair think that y'all entitled to all the pussy. Look at this motherfucker, Chris Hayes. I knew he was a bitch ass dude, man. I could just tell from his last comment.
what he said? Oh yeah, he just be.
Down there with that nigga shit and all of that.
Oh
Eat a
you.
dick.
Oh, understand this cunt. Chris Hayes, get out of here with that shit, dog. You gotta get blocked, dog.
Before I come drop 10 in your motherfucking girl throat or your
Yeah.
mama, whoever you
Oh
got
no,
in your life, motherfucker, I
Trey
drop
X.
10 inches in their throat, motherfucker. That's
Trey
what a
X
nigga do.
always does that every time a troll comes.
Hey, we can't let them get away with that shit. That's real shit.
Yeah, they come in
They
this
hate
joint,
these
man.
niggas.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers steady dropping 10, 11 inches in our women's throats and shit. Yeah, that's what we do, bitch ass dude.
Yeah, man. You know how they gonna act, man. They always gonna come and holler at us, man, because they ain't got nothing else better to do, man. You know, if you ain't got nothing else better to do, just smash the hell out the like button and just leave. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta talk all that craziness, man, because me and Trey X are two positive brothers trying to do some positive shit over here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but with that being said, man, what do you think? Speaking of the fights this weekend, we got Gary Russell and JoJo Diaz. Well, I want to know what you think about Gervonta Davis, man. I mean, where does he go? I mean, Tevin Farmer, from what they said, is Tevin Farmer is supposed to be fighting for the IBF belt.
Well, you saying what do
Where
his
did
next fight need to be?
Yeah, like, well, no, who does he fight next?
I don't know who he gonna fight next. I wouldn't mind seeing that Tevin Farmer fight because I think that's the type of fight that can help Tank. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna give him some good looks and shit like that. But I think he ready to go unify them belts, bro. Who he got in his division like Burchelt and all them motherfuckers? I think Tank can beat them dudes.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, the shit just so crazy, dog. I mean, you got to understand, man. Gervonta Davis is one of those type of guys, man. He's got to have a next fight lined up, in my personal opinion, man, to keep him off the streets, to keep him from doing dumb shit. He's young, man. These young dudes, man, young black brothers they be wilding, man. I know the streets would be more like Floyd Mayweather tried to get him from the streets to be more, dog. And Floyd Mayweather couldn't even stop him, dog. So you already know. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just think he should have a fight lined up, man, so he can start training camp, and just keep Gervonta Davis in rotation like that so he don't have to get in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to see that brother go down the wrong path like many other fighters that could have been great. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, man, he's been in a couple legal troubles before. You know what I'm saying? And I just think his ceiling is so high that we need to see him, in the next fight coming up, this summer or. You know what I mean? Maybe we can see Gervonta Davis on the Mikey Garcia undercard. That's another thing too, man. We got the Mikey Garcia. I made a video about it yesterday.
Before you do that, man, I want to know what you think about Joseph Diaz and Gary Russell Jr.
All right, so Gary Russell Jr. and JoJo Diaz, man. I know a hell of a lot of people picking JoJo Diaz to win this fight, dog. I mean, let's be honest, man. We know a lot of people that that can actually, pick JoJo Diaz. But my personal opinion is I think that, Gary Russell has that type of style to disrupt, JoJo Diaz and what JoJo Diaz is trying to do. JoJo Diaz, from what I've seen, he has a little bit of pressure. He applies the pressure, when needed. But it looks like he tries to size his opponents. He pretty much walks him down in the ring. And I've only seen like 2 or 3 fights on JoJo Diaz because let's be honest, This dude Jojo Diaz went from Fox Sports 1 to fucking main event level just like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he might have had one main event fight before this, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't had a whole hell of a lot, man. And Gary Russell is used to being on this stage. Mind you, he only had about 2,000-3,000 people in the stands, but hey, he's
I'm
on
about
the
to
main
say, on
event.
what stage, motherfucker? He had one big fight against Lomachenko. That's it.
Yeah, and that wasn't even that big. I think that might have been on the undercard. I think that was on the Sean Porter, Kell Brook undercard. I
And
think,
he
if I'm
lost
not
that
mistaken.
fight. And he
Yeah,
lost that
that fight, the Lomachenko versus Gary Russell Jr. I think that was at the StubHub Center, and I think that was on the undercard of the Sean Porter and Kell Brooks fight. That was on that undercard. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right on that one. But with that being said, man, I think if Gary Russell wants that Lomachenko rematch, which he desperately says he wants, he's got to beat these guys, man. He's got to move up the chain. He's got to move up the chain fast because I feel like Gary Russell's going down like this and Lomachenko's steady going up, man. You know what I'm saying? And let's be honest, man, that first fight with Lomachenko and Gary Russell, man, might have been a 50-50 fight. But if Gary Russell wants that rematch with Lomachenko, that shit looking like an 80-20 split now.
How was it a 50-50 fight when the man lost pretty much every round?
Well, I'm saying the purses, dog. I'm not talking about the damn.
Oh, you talking about the money? Oh,
yeah, I'm talking about the money, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said the money in the first fight was like a 50-50 split because I remember they had Bob Arum. I think Bob Arum, to be honest with you, he wanted to see what Lomachenko was about. He was like, you know what? I want to push you this way. You want to push yourself that way. So I'm going to go ahead and let you
How in the fuck did you get from Gary Russell Jr. versus Joseph Diaz to Lomachenko?
Because, man, Lomachenko is still on Gary Russell's mind, man. He brings him up in every interview. I'm just being honest, man. You got to look at this guy's interview.
Fight? Who you picking to win the fight?
I'm picking Gary Russell to win this fight, man. I'm picking Gary Russell to win this fight by
damn, this motherfucker got to take me all around the solar system just to make a pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Because I just think it is, man. Lomachenko still, that one loss.
Back on Lomachenko.
That one loss, dog.
This man crazy, y'all. This is my boy, though.
Go ahead, though.
Man, I'm taking Joseph Diaz.
I knew you was gonna say that shit, man. You did all that. You did all that just to hear my shit, just to do that shit.
Yeah, I'm taking Joseph Diaz, and this is why. Gary Russell Jr. only fights one time a year. He done had one fight per year in the last 3 years. He's a smaller man. They got him at 5'4.5" on BoxRec. Joseph Diaz, he had 5'6", and if you do the eye test looking at him in the ring, Diaz looks a lot bigger. Diaz is younger, even though Gary Russell Jr. in his prime, he's 29, but Diaz is 25, so he's younger, but he ain't too young. You know what I'm saying? He a southpaw, so that means that their jabs won't be neutralized. So both of them have all their weapons. Diaz is a quality fighter. He got an amateur pedigree. He fought in the Olympics. He can counter punch. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of different skills in the ring. And plus, he counter punches to the body. You know what I'm saying? I just think he going to be too much for Gary Russell Jr. And he active. He already fought one time this year back in, I think, February. He fought twice last year. And in 2016, he fought 3 times at least. Maybe 4 times, but at least 3. So I'm going with the activity. I'm going with the hungry fighter. And another thing, Gary Russell Jr. said he don't even like boxing. He said he don't watch boxing. So to me, that suggests a little bit of arrogance because all the great fighters watch the other fighters fight. They watch tape and shit. So this motherfucker, Gary Russell Jr., make it seem like it ain't nothing he can learn from nobody else. He don't even need to watch them. And plus, he refers to himself in the third person. You know what I'm saying? So that's showing arrogance, bro. Pride comes before the fall. This motherfucking Mexican gonna go in there and whoop his ass.
Hey, underrated darkness, man. What's up, bro? He says, excellent point, Corley Boxing. Russell got to win the rounds and plus the fight convincingly, like you said, fast because his stock is dropping. That's all I'm saying, Trey X. It's Gary Russell Jr.'s stock is dropping where I feel like, ever since the Lomachenko loss, Lomachenko's been going up, that's all I'm saying. But underrated darkness, man. You're a moderator on there, man. You've been in the joint, man. You've been showing love to the channel, man, in and outside the chat, man. You're gonna be a moderator, dog. You in the blue, you with the wrench gang, dog. Georgie Porgy says Superman age got me worried.
What'd he say?
he, he said, DJ Georgie Porgy said, Superman got me worried, but he always come through. But look though, dog, that age though, man. We was just talking about that shit though. Warner Trey X, man, that age though on Adonis Stevenson, man. I mean,
yeah, he's 40.
That
he's 40 right now, and he turned 41 in September, y'all.
That shit sound crazy. That shit sound crazy. At 40 years old, damn.
He ain't no Bernard Hopkins when it comes to his skill set. So
no,
he might be vulnerable right now. So I'm taking Jack the Ripper.
And just for that, just thinking about the fight, with the Adonis Stevenson and Badou Jack, and thinking about Adonis Stevenson's age, I'm gonna go ahead and take Adonis Stevenson still. I'm gonna still take him, because I think that Trey X is dead wrong, and he'll be able to be on the show again and eat his crow.
I eat crow. I ain't got no problem with that.
He's used to doing that. But Georgie Porgy said,
man, we almost renamed this show Trey X Fitness because this motherfucker doing so many push-ups. Yeah, he glad I've been gone. Real. Shit. They talking about you got muscles. How y'all think he got them muscles? Doing all them goddamn push-ups, fucking around with Trey X. Let's keep it all the way trill.
Yo, this dude Trey X, yeah. Yeah, Trey X got me doing a couple push-ups, dog. I ain't gonna worry. I ain't gonna lie about that, dog. He got me doing on the floor, man. I was in the living room, man. I had to break them Jones down, dog. That Lucas Brown fight, man. I was totally wrong on that shit. Damn. The Lucas Brown, Dillian White, y'all, was Corey Lee's boxing worst pick ever. That was my worst pick I've ever picked on this show, man. Ever, man. And it had to be against this motherfucker.
So you got me back. I picked Caleb Truex and had to do some push-ups. So
yeah, but you gotta understand, man. You
had to do some push-ups some other times though. So
you bringing up
I'm still in the lead. I'm still winning. Hey, Alex Santos said he want to hear you break down that Stevenson shit again. Why you picking Stevenson over Badou Jack?
Oh, okay. You want to hear me break that down? All right, man. No doubt, man. So why I'm picking Adonis Stevenson's, man, is I think he has a left, not even a left hook from hell. He's got a left hand from hell. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those type of fighters, man. I mean, the left hand, I'm southpaw. I'm pure D southpaw. I do everything with the left. So I mean, it's just I know the style matchup that he will occur with it. All it takes is one fucking pretty crisp left hand, dog. And I know it's coming. I know it's coming for Badou. I know Badou Jack is gonna catch that one left hand. Now, what y'all have to think about when y'all are watching this fight is, can Badou Jack take one of Adonis Stevenson's punches? Because we all know that Adonis Stevenson 9 times out of 10 is gonna be able to take Badou Jack's punches. I mean, we just going back down, the line. I mean, Badou Jack is not the biggest power puncher we have, but hey, like they say, man, I've been hearing a lot of chatter about Badou Jack and him filling out at 175, and pretty much, him getting his man strength now. I mean, let's be honest, man. I mean, some of those fights, Badou Jack, my personal opinion is I don't think Badou Jack had his man strength. When he got knocked out, he still looked small at 168. You know what I'm saying? When I seen Badou Jack and Adonis Stevenson go head to head, neck to neck, with the face-off last week, or was it this? Yeah, it was last week. It was last week they did a face-off in Quebec, Canada, I think it was. I seen right then and there, man, that Badou Jack dog looks big as shit now. I'm being honest, man. I'm picking Adonis Stevenson to win, but Badou Jack is the ripper, dog. He might be. Hey, man, you know how they always say, man, it's the first half of your career, Trey X, and then it's the second half of your career. It's all on how you make it. You know what I'm saying? Some guys' second half of their career are better than the first half of their career. You know what I'm saying? You can't punish a guy that was young and had his hand and got caught cold, because that's what happened to Badou Jack. He got cold cocked by Derek Edwards. You know what I mean? It happens. It happens in the game. And let's be honest, the same guy that knocked out Adonis Stevenson dropped Andre Ward, quote unquote, the best fighter ever. Some say that, But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying some people say Andre Ward is the best. But Andre Ward's career could have ended right there because he was noticeably hurt. It wasn't just a brutal knockdown, it was noticeably hurt. With that being said, with Darnell Boone being able to hurt Adonis Stevenson, you never your chin never gets stronger. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things, dog. Your chin never gets strong. Smash the hell out of that like and subscribe, y'all. Subscribe to the
let me say
channel.
this real quick, bro.
Go ahead,
I respect all your points that you just made. And like I said, when I first looked at this fight, I picked Adonis Stevenson. But I just can't go with that inactivity in conjunction with his age. I would feel a lot better if he was about to turn 41, but he was fighting twice a year and going some rounds. This motherfucker fighting one time a year, and on average in the last 3 years, his fights last 3 rounds. I don't go against that shit because when I analyze boxing in the past, fighters lose those type of fights. Those are the type of fights that you lose. You know me, man. I ain't hogging the mic. Where this motherfucker go? Say, can y'all hear me out there?
Yeah, we can hear you. But yeah, I mean, my personal opinion is, I think that, I think with Adonis Stevenson, being 40, man, let's be honest, man. Let's be completely honest on this show, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't bullshitting, we ain't pulling no shit out the air. We ain't pulling no, we ain't doing none of that shit. We're going to call a spade, man. Adonis Stevenson is 40. How much time does he really got left? Time is not on that motherfucking side. And no, I do not think he will be another Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins type fighter like that comes around once in a lifetime. One fighter like that in a lifetime that could be 50 years old and be a fucking unified champ. This dude was a unified champ at like 50. Like 49, 48, he was unified. He had 2-3 belts. You know what I'm saying? Before he fought Kovalev, he had like 2-3 belts. You know what I'm saying? This dude, Adonis Stevenson's been holding on to this one goddamn belt. And I think, I personally think, he will win this fight, but I do not think it'll be an easy fight, y'all. So for you guys to think that, Badou Jack is just going to outbox him, or you think that, Adonis Stevenson is just going to run over Badou Jack, I don't think anything's going to happen. I think it's going to be a back and forth battle. I think there might be some knockdowns. And to be honest with you, man, let's be honest, Trex. Be honest with yourself, dog. And let's be honest, because you picked Badou Jack to win.
Yeah.
When Adonis Stevenson sees this man hurt, what does he do?
When Adonis Stevenson gets you hurt,
yeah,
he usually get your ass up out of there.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing none of that, bro. I told you what the problem was that I had. It's the age and the inactivity, and it's simple as that, bro. If he was active, I would be picking him too.
Yo, BX Legend says he says KO middle rounds for Adonis Stevenson's, in my opinion.
Yeah, Georgie, I don't blame nobody for picking Adonis, man. For real. All y'all got good points and stuff.
And DJ Georgie Porgy says, this is the last time I bet on Superman. Hey man, I can feel that, man. Weed Degree says Anui versus McDonald. We'll get into that later. There's still a little while before that fight happens, but we'll definitely get into that fight. Weed Degree. Alex Santos says, BX Legend says 40 isn't a death sentence at light heavyweight nowadays. I mean, like I said, it ain't, man, and that's why I'm picking Adonis Stevenson, because I think he's a light heavyweight. He's more of a bigger guy. He's not one of those, those bantamweights or those smaller guys, which when you do get up there in age, you do look horrible. It's just Father Time hits you a little bit faster when you're smaller. You know what I'm saying? It's been happening. You know what I mean? The facts are the facts. Black and white. When you're a smaller fighter, you get old quicker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. Now,
Adonis, they rely on reflexes, man. So as you get older, your reflexes are one of the first things to go. That's why the smaller fighters fall off faster.
Yeah, man. And with that being said, what Trey Extra said, man, my personal opinion about the whole situation is I think that Adonis Stevenson's reflexes are still there. I think that he's still there. I mean, like I said,
how do you know, bro? God damn, you don't never see him fight. Like he done had 9.
But listen,
he has fought 9 rounds in 3 years. That's a fact.
But listen though, they said you're only as good as your last fucking fight, dude.
Do you remember when his last fight was?
Yeah, it was about last year. I think it was in 2016 or 2017,
Yeah,
dog.
it was
Yeah.
last year. It was last year in June, and I think
Yeah.
that fight went 2 rounds.
And I
That
mean,
ain't shit, bro. That you need rounds and activity to be sharp. If the motherfucker, instead of being 40, if he was 30, I would be wanting to pick against him because you got to be sharp. Only way you can be sharp is to fight.
all right, so we gonna figure it. We gonna look, man. Listen, we gonna know when fight night comes around, dog. I hope you around somewhere close so I can find you. But you know, but you know, with that being said, you're picking Badou Jack. I'm picking Adonis Stevenson. Let's be honest, man. Does the winner fight Sergey Kovalev? I mean, or Bivol? Let's be honest. We need unification, man. We need that shit, dog. What do you think, man? I mean, what's up?
I mean, I hope so. I mean, if I'm looking at Badou Jack, to me, he seemed like he willing to fight tough competition. I'm pissed off at Adonis Stevenson for not whooping Kovalev a long fucking time ago for wearing the goddamn gorilla shirts and shit. He should have been to whoop that motherfucker Kovalev. So, but I don't know if he gonna fight Kovalev. I don't think he will. But I feel like if Badou Jack win, he'll fight Kovalev.
The BX Legend says even the smaller fighters are competitive in their mid to late 30s nowadays. I mean, yeah, man, but those are few far in between, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at what's his name? Chocolatito, man. Chocolatito's like, you know what I'm saying, like 32. Be honest
Man,
with
don't
you.
use him. He just got the goddamn hell beat out of him last time I seen him.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm using him, dog.
Got the goddamn shit kicked out of his ass.
When I'm thinking about smaller fighters getting cleaned up, you know, when they get a little bit older, you know what I'm saying? That's the first thought I came to was Chocolatito, dog. And he got his clock clean not once, but he got clean twice, though. You know what I'm saying? The first one was a brutal 12-round joint, but I thought that took a lot out of him, man. And then when he had that rematch with Frank Versailles, man, it was just 2 rounds, just destruction, just pure destruction. And like I said, man, that takes a lot out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like a fighter like Jarret Hurd, man, that just takes fight after fight after fight after fight. And each fight goes 12 rounds, and each fight goes 10 or 12 hard fought rounds, man. Mm-hmm. The only reason why he beat Austin Trout is because Trout couldn't throw no more. Trout just said it was exhausted from beating this shit, from trying to beat the shit out of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, let's be honest, man. This dude, Austin Trout, was beating the shit out of Hurd, but Hurd had more for him. He said, you know what? I can take yours, motherfucker. Now take mine.
Yeah.
And Austin Trout couldn't take it, man. His will got broken. You know what I'm saying? And like 78 Sports said, man, shout out 78 Sports, man. He gave me his phone number. He told me hit him up anytime, man. He saluted, man, on his show. 78 Sports, man. What's happening, man? But you know what I'm saying? He was just pretty much telling me, man. 78 Sports said on one of his shows, man, he said that Austin Trout is gonna wind up beating one of these motherfuckers, dog. He said they keep putting Austin Trout in these motherfuckers, dog. He said he gonna wind up upsetting one of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but shit, I've been hearing Trout sound like he beginning to slur his words and shit.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? Like he having some damage to the Broca's area in his brain or something.
For real?
So yeah, for real. This shit starting to sound like it's starting to go, man. I won't be surprised if when he get older, that motherfucker gonna be talking bad.
No, he has been in some wars, though. I can vouch for that. Even that Canelo was a war. Canelo fight was a war.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, my personal opinion, man, you know what the whole situation is, man. How do you feel like Austin Trout versus Charlo was gonna go? I mean, since we're on Austin Trout, I mean, you know, 78 Sports is pretty much saying like it could be an upset. You know, it could be.
Well, when I first looked at the fight, I thought Jamel would probably go in there and just knock his ass out, but then I thought about it. Jamal couldn't knock him out. I know that he quit against Hurd, but he done had a soft touch since then. He had an 8-round fight since then. So he been active still, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't take like a real tough fight or nothing. So I think he might at least have one more good go in him to where he can go the distance against Jamel.
You think so?
I think he could. Yeah, I think it's a good chance he'll go the distance. Trout tough, man, and plus, Charlo ain't like Hurd because Hurd's so big and he keep on coming forward. So his presence makes you work hard because you always trying to keep this motherfucker off you. Charlo kind of sit back and play chess with you a little bit, so that's gonna give
Oh,
Trout a chance to go the distance.
yo, hold on, yo. This dude Alex Santos, yo. What did he just say in the chat? He says the welterweight division is born now. It's all about 168, 160, and 154.
He
The
ain't
only
lying.
reason the
Because
only
your
reason
bitch
why
ass
140,
brother, because your
yo,
whole ass brother don't want to fight. That's why it's born.
yo,
He ain't lying. I'm with you, Alex.
who is my brother, man? One of my brothers is named Kevin, the other is named Sherrod. I
I'm
only
talking
got
about
two
your
of
other
them.
brother, Keith Run Tom
Yo, this
Thurman.
dude off the chain, yo.
I'm
What the
talking
hell are
about
you
Run
talking
Tom.
about? Yo, this dude just says anything, man. God damn, dude.
Hey, you know that's your brother. Claim your blood, bro.
Yo, but listen, this is what I'm saying. We Degree says, he says 147 is shit because nobody want to fight.
Yeah. Spence
Yeah, I
want to
mean,
fight. Let's keep it in context. Spence want to fight, but
and
they don't
Terrence
want to fight
Crawford wants
him.
to fight. Terrence Crawford wants to fight as well.
Yeah, I give him that. Yeah.
But look, since God works in mysterious ways. I'm glad we got the good old Terrence Crawford, man. Come right down Corey Lee's boxing, let's talk about this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck does Terrence Crawford do, Trey X? I mean, this dude is in there with he's in there with a bully. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. And what we've seen Terrence Crawford do, we haven't seen him in there with a real true bully like that. Like a rugged type style. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of you guys are shitting on Jeff Horn because he's a white boy and because he's Australian and we don't know a lot about him. But you can't judge a fight on that. You got to judge a fight on what's in here. What's right up in there, dog. And to be honest with you, in that Pacquiao fight, Jeff Horn could have just been like, you know what? Fuck it. I got my money, the biggest payday of my life. Manny Pacquiao's ready to knock me out in the 10th round. You know what? Fuck it. He didn't do that. He went even fucking harder. And he won those last 2 rounds, in my opinion. And he won the fucking fight, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, say what you may, man. Manny Pacquiao's still a threat at 147, man. I'm being honest with you. I think
Man,
he beats
hell
Lucas
no. How old is
Mortise.
Pacquiao, bro?
Hey, man, you can't go. Hey, look, man, the dude is like, he's in his 30s still. He's still in his 30s.
He about 38.
Hey,
How old is Pacquiao, y'all?
he's
About
still in his
38?
he's in his mid to late 30s. I mean, he's all right. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
no
He's all right.
mid shit. He in
Yeah.
his late 30s. Shit. That motherfucker Pacquiao ain't no when he fought Horn, he wasn't the fighter that Terrence Crawford is now, bro.
Oh, shit,
Terrence
yeah.
Crawford young, he off in his prime and shit, you know what I'm saying? I can't look at what Horn did against Pacquiao and just judge it off that. I mean, Horn, I think he's an underrated fighter, but I don't think he got enough for no Crawford. And another thing, Pacquiao in there with Freddie Roach, old senile ass. This motherfucker Terrence Crawford got a brain trust in his corner. He got 6 eyes over there that's watching this shit and computing this shit. And they got the perfect ambidextrous fighter to carry out any game plan that they come up with. Yeah, he gonna go in there and whoop this boy, man, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can feel you on that. What underrated darkness says? He said, let's be honest, boxing at times is politics. There are some fights who do not want to unify, or I guess you meant fighters. Some fighters who do not want to unify, they just want to get the money. He says Apple pick whoever they want to fight, and then that's why the promoters is rich. Yeah, I mean, he got a good underrated darkness has a great point, y'all. I mean, right now, that's another thing too, man. If Terrence Crawford does win this fight, where does good old Uncle Bob take him? I mean, let's be honest. Mikey Garcia got out of that because good old Bob was not treating him right. Do you think that Terrence Crawford should leave Bob Arum, at the end of this contract? But from what I heard, he just signed a new one. That's from what I heard.
I mean, to me, when I look at Top Rank, it seems like they real good at bringing prospects up. Like I see how they doing with Shakur Stevenson and stuff. They bringing them up in a very orderly fashion. And a former fighter of Top Rank, I think, wasn't Andre Ward over there with him too? or am I tripping?
Andre, yes, he was. He was with
Okay,
Bob Aaron for a little
okay.
while.
And he recommended Top Rank for Shakur because
Yeah.
Top Rank is good at building prospects. But it seemed like once you become an established fighter, that's when they start having problems with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. It seems like he Top Rank is good early on, but once you get established, you need to go ahead and branch out and do your own thing if possible.
Yeah, and I mean, with that being said, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Trey X said, man. You know, I think he should leave. Terrence Crawford should leave Bob. I mean, but where does he go? Does he go to Al Heyman? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Al
If you
Heyman's a
want
real
them
good
big fights,
promoter.
if you
Al
want them
Heyman's a
big fights,
real,
you want to
yeah, Al
fight Earl
Heyman.
Spence, right? You want to fight Keith Thurman. You want to fight Danny Garcia. You want to fight Sean Porter. All them Al Heyman fighters, right? Well,
Yeah,
if you serious about fighting them and you want to leave out, Aram, there's only one logical place for you to go. Go get your
yeah.
money up. Go whoop all the ass you want to whoop.
Hey, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Like I said, man, Bob Arum is old as shit. You know what I'm saying? He's old as shit right now. I mean, let's be honest, man. This dude is almost 90 years old. God damn, at 90. Some people don't even see 90. This dude's still working at 90. I gotta respect his work ethic. I gotta respect what he's doing. I gotta respect all of that shit. But at the end of the day, the guy's 90. How many fucking high class fighters can you promote at 90? Not 80, not 20, not 50, 90. You're 90 and you're my promoter.
Well, it seemed like the
Hey,
promotion.
Trey X, you're 90 and you're my promoter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it seemed like the promotion them fell off in the last years. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no promotion for that Lomachenko and Rigondeaux fight. I don't remember a lot of promotion for his last fight with Linares. I don't remember a lot of promotion. I haven't seen promotion really for Terrence Crawford next fight with Horn. Hell, do they even promote fights over there no more? Maybe that motherfucker is too goddamn old.
And that's another thing too, man. All you motherfuckers, I ain't gonna say everybody in the chat, but some of you motherfuckers say that Al Heyman doesn't do this, Al Heyman doesn't do that, Al Heyman ain't good for this, Al Heyman ain't good for that. But what the fuck is Bob Arum good for? What the holy fuck is he good for? This dude ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
This dude ain't putting on no type of. I mean, let's be honest, man. Bob Arum is 90. He's like 89. The guy was born in like 20s or 30s. I mean, it's laughable, but it's the truth, though.
He older
You know
than my grandmother, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the times change sometimes, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Bob Arum has tried to change with times. But let's be honest, man. Does Bob Arum even know how to work an iPhone? Guys, I've never seen him with an iPhone in his hand. You got Lou DiBella, got guys like that, got the cell phones in their hand. I've never once seen with Bob Arum with the cell phone. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum had all that shit to say when Al Heyman first got into boxing. Now what does he say? Oh yeah, man. We can work with Al Heyman. We work with every promoter. But at first they were saying, yeah, how do you think about Al Heyman? He said, I think Al Heyman is shit. I think everything they're doing is shit. I don't like them. I don't think they're good for boxing right now. I really, truly don't. After that lawsuit happened, and he didn't, they settled it out of court, so we don't know what happened. Let's be honest. We don't know what happened. But I feel like his tone has changed now.
Yeah.
And now he's saying, yeah, Al Heyman, we're willing to work with any promoter. We're willing to work with Al
Yeah,
Heyman.
man, motherfucker going to court. He ain't trying to lose no money. That's cutting into the trick deal. You talking about that motherfucker don't know how to use an iPhone. He don't need no iPhone to buy some pussy.
Oh,
yeah, you got Arum fucked up. Shit, Arum gonna trick some shit. He buying up all the coochie. Talk about. Yeah.
Bob Arum. Lone Wolf says Bob Arum still rocking the original big brick cellular phone.
yeah.
And then Weed Degree says he still got time to talk to the top ranked girls during the weigh-in. Hey man, he picked some good ones too. Mind you, I gotta get hey Bob, you still got good taste, my brother. You still got good taste. I don't know what you're doing. Hey, look, I don't know
news. Hold on. We We need a subscriber to break the news because this motherfucker Corey don't break shit. He break the news a
Yo,
day later.
what? Yo, what?
He break the news a day later. Alex Santos, it's official that Mikey is being promoted by Dana White.
Oh,
Man.
all right, Alex Santos, man.
Yeah, he broke some news on your ass, didn't he?
Hey,
Get on
man.
your job, motherfucker. You supposed to be breaking the news.
Somebody's got to break it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with that being said, man, since he just broke the news, man, how you feeling about Mikey Garcia and him? How do you, first of all, do you even know who Dana White is? And if you do know who Dana White is, how do you think he's gonna do in boxing?
I mean, shit. Yeah, of course I know who Dana White is. You retarded motherfucker, but but look, Dana White known for putting on good fights, man. He normally put the best fighters against each other, the fighters that fans want to see. I see Mikey Garcia as an opportunist. He seems to go and take the least path, the path of least resistance to get to his belts and shit. Like he fight weak champions and stuff. So to me, it seems like a contrast in styles. Dana White's like them big tough fights, and Mikey Garcia like the cherry pick and be an opportunist. So I'm just wondering how this shit gonna work. But hopefully some of that Dana White shit rub off on Mikey and he start fighting them tough fights, A-class fighter type shit.
Yeah, but Alex Santos, where did you find it at? Because I'm actually seeing that Mikey Garcia is in talks with Eddie Hearn as well. So hey, you know, I'm being honest. Where did you hear that from? I've heard, hey, it's on there. It's on ESPN.com. I mean, he's in talks with Eddie Hearn as well. So I mean, and I feel Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia has revolutionized the way you do boxing. That's the perfect person
for him. That's who we gonna sign with, Eddie Hearn. For real. Because Eddie Hearn don't want his fighters to fight either. Fuck that. 50 million? Hell no, that ain't enough. Shit.
Oh, the boxing legend just says that. He says, I read,
he was asking?
brother.
He asked the question.
Alex Santos.
And I be fucking with Corey talking about he can't read, and I misread this
shit. See, man, this dude that misread. Oh my, I'm ready to change.
Shut up, man. I had the tablet on the floor. It's on the charger, man. I was reading from a distance.
Oh, this bro. He talks about my reading every single time I'm on the show.
You still need them phonics. You need them phonics in your life.
And the one time he says, yo, Corey, breaking news. Dude. You know, because you never break it, you know. And what did you do? You broke the fucking news. You know?
Hey, fuck you, man. What's the next topic, man?
But yeah, let's see. I mean, what you guys want to talk about, man? Oh, Georgie Porgy says fake news.
Yeah.
Hey, Georgie Porgy, you got a point there, dog. But yeah, what you guys want to talk about, man? You know what I'm saying? My personal opinion is, you know, I really do. Since we're on Mikey Garcia, we might as well stay on him. I mean, he do got a good fight coming up, and it is set in stone. And I did, you know, I might not have been the first to break it, but it did get broke here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, so, you know, Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. will be going down July 28th this year. That's right around my birthday, man. My birthday is July 30th, man. So, hey, dog. And where you think the fight's gonna happen at first? That's what first thing I want to ask you, Trey X.
Oh man, I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing all that shit.
But where would you want to see the fight at?
I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm watching it on TV, so they can have that bitch on the moon as long as they got some cameras in that hole.
You said if the fight was right across the street from you, you still wouldn't go. You still gonna watch it on TV.
Well, if it was across the street, I'd go to the motherfucker maybe. But shit, I really like watching fights at home though, bro.
Yeah,
I like the camera angles. I like the comfort. I could smoke something, drink something, chill. You know
what I'm saying?
I just like to just relax.
Yeah, I mean, when you go to a boxing match, man, you might go broke going to that joint, dog. I mean, a beer like $20. You know what I'm saying? You can't smoke, you know what I mean? You got to watch, you know, it's just a bunch of, you at somebody else's home pretty much is what I'm saying when you go to to go watch a fight. But like I said, it does have its upsides too, because you can watch memorable fights and be like, you know what? I was there when that fight happened. That fight of the year candidate, you know, like say, for instance, like the Timothy Bradley Provodnikov, that was right over here in New York. That was in the Verona. I think that was in the Verona, New York. You know, that's about 6-7 hours from me, but I could have still drove there. But just imagine the small crowd that they did have at that fight. just imagine the people that were there and they were like, man, you know, wow, this was a hell of a fight. Like, this was like the best fight of my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, the Timothy Bradley Provodnikov fight was just a slugfest from the first bell on out. Now to be a memorable fight, you know what I'm saying? Something like Gotti Ward, you know, and just to be there on some certain fights, you know, you could tell your friends later on down the line, like, man, you know what, man, me and Corey Lee and Trey X we were at that fight, you know what I'm saying? But I feel Trey X too, though.
You had it right the first time. Trey X and Corey Lee, I'm the A side, motherfucker. Say my name first.
This dude, yo, what?
I'm the A side.
Yo, Corey, Boston up 2-0 on the Cavs. Who you got? Man, I got the Cavs coming back with Boston looking good. You know, my mom from Boston, so they rocking with the Celtics, dog. I can't rock with them, dog. I'm with the Rockets. They playing right now, and the Rockets are up 38-30. This is a must-win game for the Rockets right now. The Rockets are up 38-32. Golden State just scored. But you know, with that being said, Timmy Diamond says, "Damn, Trey X."
What he laugh? I don't even know what he laughing at.
He probably like about your A side and all that, man.
Oh yeah. Corey know. You know. I'm giving that motherfucker an 80-20 split too.
Yeah. I can't get no bread. I gotta get a new chain. What's up? He don't get a brother. He let the brother get some smoke, but he don't get a brother no payday, dog. He worse than Bob Arum, man.
Yeah.
Yo. But yeah, man, I'm gonna probably hop up off here, man, and give me something to eat, man. I might be on later, man, because I ain't gotta work tomorrow, man. So maybe, man, me, you and Marlo can get up or something, man, if y'all available, whatever. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come over to the corner, bro. Cause we got that shit popping over there right now. You know what I'm saying?
I see y'all, man.
Yeah,
y'all
invited too. If y'all want to come through, holler at me and Corey. If Corey come through on Marlo's corner and shit, it'd be a lot of fun and shit. Talking shit, Texas style, like my boy Timmy Diamond just said. You know what I'm saying?
Texas style. Is Marlo from Texas too?
Nah, he out there in California.
California, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and
man.
Some of your subscribers been coming over there trolling too. I can't remember the name of one on Realistic Boxing or some shit. H-Town came over there talking crazy to the women. Had to throw his motherfucking ass out. Yeah, man. Hey, keep your subscribers in check. Don't be sending them motherfuckers over there to troll,
anybody,
bro.
Yo, no harm, no foul, dog. I didn't send it. I've been me and World Breaker in Cali. We just been politicking, you know what I mean? Just been talking it up, just talking about some other business stuff. But I mean, we ain't been really, you know what I'm saying, doing too much, man. But like I said, later tonight.
You already know when Trey X in the building, it's a whole different type of energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know that's why you been all sad. This motherfucker being all in my DMs, y'all.
No,
Trey
what?
X,
What?
Trey X, where you been? We missed you on the show, Trey
We
X.
missed you. What?
Trey X, where you been,
you
bro?
Just say anything on the show, dog. You just say anything, dog.
Yeah, I know you miss your boy Trey X, man.
Yeah, all I said to Trey X, dog, I'm being real. I was like, he missed a good show, like, you know, it was like a week ago, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the shows that you missed too, was a Saddam Ali show. That's what I was telling you. I was like, yo, you missed a good show, which you did, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, you do your thing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You and Maul got a good thing going, and you know what I'm saying? You can be on any show you want to be on. That's what makes this shit official, man.
Yeah,
like I said, I've been on that show before. Hey, man, we all free agents, dog.
I'm everywhere.
We all free agents. But see, one thing that Trey X don't do is he don't do his own videos because he a lazy ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it's because I don't know shit about technology. If I did, I might do something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's easy though, bro. It ain't hard to do. What kind of phone you got?
Shit, I'm iPhone 6.
If you you got an iPhone 6, you got a newer phone than I got, dog. And I make videos off my phone sometimes. So you can't even say you can't, dog.
Well,
and all I use That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how I'm gonna be able to teach you from all the way over there, but I'll be able to show you to you one day.
See,
You know what I'm
just show
saying?
me
Be
how to do
honest.
the live streams or something, man. That's all. That's really what I want to do. I'd rather just do the live streams than do videos. Cause what the fuck I'm gonna say in a video that's not already been said? I ain't trying to report the news and shit. I don't want to interview no fighters. I don't want to do none of that shit. I just want to like break the fight down or something. That's it. And
Yeah,
there's
this
already people doing that, so I'd rather just get on the live stream and interact with the people and high side talk shit, get talked about, all that. I love all that shit.
yeah, man. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna head out, give me something to eat, get recharged, man, and maybe I might go live again tonight, man. But Trey, you got anything to say, bro?
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate you for having me on, sending that link and shit. Appreciate all the people that came through to listen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe to my channel just in case I do start making videos one day. And y'all come
Hey.
holler at us on one of those corners, man. We got to play a little old stream. It's like a little lounge. We laid back, chilling, smoking something, laughing, talking some good boxing talk too, though. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all I want to say, bro. Appreciate it,
All right,
though.
man. Yeah, man. With that being said, man, this is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we've just hit you with another banger. Later, y'all. Peace
Yeah.
out, man.